Okay. Shalom Aleichem. This is me, Minchel 89. This is the response going out to only the Father is Yehovah by ProveYourFaith. He first goes to Zechariah 14 verse 7 and says, "But it shall be one day which shall be known to Yehovah, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light." Zechariah speaks of the day of the Lord. He clearly says only Yah knows when that day shall be. Now let's read what Zechariah says. "See, they shall come for Yehovah, and your spoil shall be divided in your midst. And it shall gather all the Gentiles to battle against Jerusalem. And the city shall be taken, the houses plundered, and the women ravished. Half of the city shall go into exile, but to the remnant of the people shall not be cut off from the city. And Yehovah shall go forth, and he shall fight against those Gentiles, as he fights in the day of battle. And in that day his feet shall stand upon the Mount of Olives, which faces Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall split in two from east to west, a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall move toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And in that day there is no light, it is dark. And it shall be one day which is known to Yehovah, neither day nor night, but at evening time there shall be light." So here the day of Yehovah is described as the day when the speaker gathered the Gentiles against Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is plundered, and half of the city is taken into exile. Basically, Jerusalem is divided by conquest. And Yehovah goes forth and fights the Gentiles. And Yehovah's feet stand upon the Mount of Olives. And the Mount of Olives split in two. This is the day of Yehovah. Now, ProveYourFaith also goes to Matthew 24 verse 36. "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Jesus, also speaking of the day of the Lord, said only the Father knows when that day will be. We can see the Father is clearly Yah, in which Zechariah said will be the only one who knows when that day will be. Now, let's go to Matthew 24 and read what Yeshua said. Read the context. Verse 3. "And he sat on the Mount of Olives. The taught ones came to him separately, saying, Say to us, when shall this be? And what is the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" So here the disciples want to know the sign of the coming of Yeshua and of the end of the age. Verse 27. "As for the lightning that comes from the east and shines to the west, so also shall the coming of the Son of Adam be." Verse 29. "And immediately after the distress of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give its light. And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then the sign of the Son of Adam shall appear in heaven, and then the tribes of the earth shall mourn, and they shall see the Son of Adam coming on the clouds of the heaven with power and much esteem." Verse 31. And he shall send his messengers with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his chosen ones from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. But concerning that day, verse 36, an hour no one knows, not even the messengers of the heavens, but my Father only. So here, only the Father knows what? The day of the coming of the Son of Man. You go to, then he went to Mark 13:32, which says, But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. And he then expounds, Jesus said, Also the Son does not know when that day shall be. This clearly demonstrates that Jesus is not Yah. The Father alone is Yah, Most High, and the Father alone knows the day of the Yehovah will be. Here, the context of Mark 13 is the same context of Matthew 24. Matter of fact, they're describing the same event. And they shall see the Son of Adam coming in the clouds with much power and esteem, and then shall send his messengers and assemble his chosen ones from the four winds, from the farthest part of the earth to the farthest part of the heavens. But concerning that day, the day of the coming of the Son of Man, an hour no one knows, not even the messengers of heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Again, Yeshua says, the Son does not know, but only the Father knows when the day of the coming of the Son of Man will be. So here, prove your faith by equivocating the day of the coming of the Son of Man to the day of Yehovah in Zechariah. You are admitting that the Son of Man, Yeshua, is Yehovah. That is what you, my friend, are admitting to. Mike is, till next time, Shalom Aleichem.